Tech Agronomist at the Technology Access Center for Livestock Production here at Olds College, Agricultural Technology in Olds, Alberta. Today, I'd like to dive into a topic crucial to animal health, nitrate toxicity. Today, I'll be explaining why nitrate is harmful, why to test for it, and the tools you can use to test for it right on your farm.
Elevated nitrate levels in forages can compromise an animal's blood oxygen carrying capacity. This issue can stem from various factors, being it environmental conditions like drought, frost, hail, or agricultural practices such as excessive fertilization. The consequences can range from chronic issues such as reduced appetite and productivity to acute toxicity such as bloating and fatalities, as well as abortions. Ruminants such as cattle, sheep, and goats are at a higher risk than non-ruminants, so it's crucial to monitor nitrate levels in a variety of forages such as cereals and grasses.
Traditional tests are accurate but time-consuming, which can make producers hesitant to test when they expect a problem. That's where these tests come in. Forage samples can be tested rapidly and allow for informed decision-making about your feeding. In this video, we'll guide you through the process, starting with sample collection.
The sample collection portion is very simple. All you need is a large bag to collect your samples in and a sharp pair of snippers to cut the plant themselves. When you're cutting the plant, you want to get both the stems, leaves, and petioles, so you get a representative sample from the entire plant. When you're taking your samples, you want to take them from a number of areas throughout the field. You'll do a zigzag pattern across the field and collect samples at each point. So we've come to our first random point in the field here, and Lindsay is going to be taking the first sample. As you can see, she has taken a sample from no in particular spot, but it includes alfalfa and grasses that are representative of the field. We will continue on to our next spot. Collected our full bag of forage samples, we can proceed to take the nitrate rapid in-field test. With that test, we will look at how to interpret the results as well as next steps on how to manage your forages. Now let's proceed to process our sample using the Horiba in-field test. The first step is calibration. You can start by turning on the unit and then pressing the calc button. And it should flash 150, indicating that you should apply the 150 standard solution. So you can open the unit and apply 2 to 3 drops of the solution to the sensor. Then close the cap, press Cal again, and when it's finished, it should show a smiley face. So once your smiley face has shown, you can then rinse the unit with some water and then proceed to the second point of calibration. You can then put 2 to 3 drops of the 2000 part per million solution on the sensor. Closing the cap again, and once again pressing calc. 2000 should flash on the screen, indicating that you should press calc once more, and then you wait to see the smiley face. Once the screen indicates MES or MES on the screen, you are able to proceed with your sample. Next, you can take sample from multiple parts from the bag, including various species and parts of the plant, including stems, petioles, and leaves, and put them into your garlic press. You will then take the garlic press and squeeze 1 drop from the press onto the sensor pad. Once you've put your droplet in, close the tab, and the unit is done taking the reading, and the reading is stable, it will show a smiley face. You can then proceed to take 2 additional samples to get a representative reading of your entire bag. Upon completing the test, you'll average out the 3 readings. Then you'll multiply the results by a factor of 2.3 to get the nitrate and concentration on a dry matter basis. Now this is the concentration we got. In order to interpret the results and use them in our decision-making process, we'll use the following table, which is adapted from the scientific publication by Hibbard and collaborators. So according to the table, less than 350 parts per million is generally considered safe for all livestock. So our reading was 27.6, so it's considered safe. If you have a reading of 350 parts per million to 1,000, it's generally recommended to limit the feed to 50% of the diet for calves and pregnant or lactating cows. If you have one for 1,000 to 2,500, you should limit to 25 to 50% of the cattle's feed. If your reading is over 2,500 parts per million, it's considered lethal and you should avoid feeding unless mixed with low nitrate sources. The Horiba test is a valuable tool for quickly and accurately assessing nitrate levels in your forage. If you Google this test, you will find that it is on Amazon and some other websites in Canada. We will leave this link in the description of this video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more instructional videos on this subject. Feel free to reach out to us with any questions. We will leave our contact information in the description of this video.